Hey guys, what's up? Thank y'all for joining the live. We're gonna be going through a few topics. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday, Saturday. Child, I'm living fast forward over here. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday. It's really nice outside today. I hope you guys get out and get some sun. And yes, enjoy your day. But before we get out of here and enjoy our day, let's get into some topics, okay? Yes, I'm Cameron Rell. This is the Cameron Rell Show. Let's get into it. All right. So everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. How you doing, Grandma 504? Let's get into our show. All right. Let's get into the show. All right. So child, Netta is getting questioned. Child, y'all know Netta and Charles, honey. Somebody was telling Netta that Charles is in love with somebody else, and Netta is setting the record straight, honey. So let's get into that right quick. Netta is letting them know. Somebody named Shamika they're saying is supposed to be in love with Charles, and Netta is letting them know, yeah, no way. Okay, let's get into it, girl. All right.
Do I think Charles wants Shamika? Somebody asked me that for $1.99. Into the Charles want me. I just don't understand. Y'all been like getting it. I don't know what y'all got going on or what y'all think or whatever the fact may be or whatever. This man been with me. Charles ain't just been with me for 5 months or 3 months or 2 weeks or whatever. This man been with me for years. And I swear on my life, on my holy knife, because I know him and he know me. He ain't never cheated on me, son. Honey, I'm so sorry. Sorry. Not him. No. And if I felt that way, y'all see that the little skit or whatever that we did, I did go take a shower and came back. So I wouldn't have left him in the living room with her if I felt any type of way. No, I don't think Charles wants Shamika at all. Charles wants me. Do I think Charles wants me? Yes.
Not the bite of the sandwich, girl. So, of course, you guys know that Charles and Netta, they're trying to revamp themselves because their career is really going nowhere. People are not really checking for them like that. So, of course, shout out to Chef Don Don. I see what he was posting where they have a new song out. Charles and Netta did a song together. It's horrible. But they are doing anything that they can to stay relevant. Netta even lied about saying that she was supposed to be on the new season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and that they're talking about her this season, and that she's close friends with Drew Sidor. That's not facts. But Netta and Charles want to be famous so bad, and it's just not happening for them. So they are throwing anything at the wall that will stick, and obviously nothing is sticking, including Charles. I don't think Charles is that much interested into Netta anymore. But I think for the sake of them trying to gain fame and keep followers, because I know Netta, because I do follow Netta. Netta is begging people online. Netta be begging people online to at least get at least 2,000 views. And most people just not checking for them like they used to. Like she used to have a flood of people coming to her social media platforms when she go live. But now she's begging people for likes and she's begging people to come over and watch her. But people aren't feeling Netta and Charles anymore. So maybe they're little, 2 minutes of fame is kind of dying out and people are kind of looking for other things to entertain them versus these two clowns right here. But I guess shout out to Netta and Charles. Y'all figured out. Because I know there were rumors that Charles left Netta, so I don't think Netta wants to tell everybody that. But the rumors were that Charles did leave because Netta and Charles had some type of blow up or something. I don't care that much to investigate it, but child, that is what it is. We moving on. All right, moving on. All right, so Jermaine Dupri, honey, he's sitting down doing an interview and he mentions that Xscape was too ugly to try to I guess sign and put on back in the day. Y'all know the girls, they've done, some nips and tucks and Botox and all this other stuff and fillers and all that in order to look a little better since back in the day. They were not lookers back in the day. No shade. But Jermaine Dupri, the person who signs them, says that breaking Xscape was difficult. They wanted to dress like tomboys. They didn't want to dress like, young girls. But he said that people did not think that the girls were cute. And he says, find me somebody who can sing better than them. So he is saying, hey, they do have great harmonies when they all sing together. But they were not lookers. You guys know if you're in the industry, trying to be in the industry, especially R&B, they kind of look for you, especially girl singers. You have to kind of have a look about you as well as the talent. So they didn't really have the look, but they did have the talent. So they were able to be promoted and put out there, and they did very well and successful. I see where what is the softest place on earth went platinum or double platinum or something like that. So they're doing well. Their songs are still doing good. They're still touring. People are still checking for them. So that's great for them. Let's get into what Jermaine Dupri had to say.
Xscape was tough, man. It was a hard group because, you know, people didn't think they was cute. Biggie had made Dreams of and Xscape bitches. That was hard.
Right.
Like,
right.
I'm out here dealing with this, right? So I took a stand that was like, okay, they ugly, cool. Find me somebody that can sing better than them, right? I start acting like just going off of their talent, pure talent. But yeah, it was hard. It wasn't, you know, In Vogue was out at the time, right? So Xscape coming out when In Vogue is out, these little girls, they look like hood, this to the third. They don't, that ain't flying. And Xscape is young, right? It's another thing. Xscape is a young group. I'm making R&B music, and R&B radio told Columbia that the music sounded too young.
So y'all see that?
Xscape was tough, man. It was a hard group.
So I remember seeing, I think it was their Unsung, where they talked about they just had their own style coming into the game. As you guys can see, the bottom picture down here where they have on the white tops here, they wanted to dress like this. They came, you know, they're from Atlanta. They wanted to dress like this, more of a hip hop look, but, you know, being R&B, they had to change up their look and be a little more sexy. They weren't really feeling it at first, but according to what I think Candy said on their Unsung, is something that they kind of gradually got used to doing because they had to change their look to be a little more accepted into the industry. But y'all know Biggie did a song and talked about how ugly Xscape was. So they were like, hey, we'll prove you guys wrong. Let's put on some lashes and some makeup, honey, and curl our hair a little bit and put on some little tight pants and some cute revealing, you know, shirts with our stomachs out and show y'all that we can switch this thing up and not only sound good, but look good. So thankfully Jermaine stayed behind them and kept them going. I know the lead singer of the group, who is not the lead singer anymore, LaTocha Scott, she talked about how she struggled a lot being in the group and being called the ugly duckling of the group because she was always the heavier one. When they took pictures, they would always push her to the back. She said that photographers would always tell her to stand behind the girls versus in front when she was the lead singer. You know, most lead singers, they put them out front, but with her being the chunkier girl in the group, and they didn't think that she was, you know, the attractive one in the group, they would push her behind the other girls. When they I think they did it on Wendy Williams as well, and she talked about it on there as well, how it made her feel bad that she was always in the back. You guys can see here, see the girls here lined up, see the Tasha in the back. They were trying to like hide her because her weight was a little bit more than what they would accept as a lead singer. Okay, so you know, you're gonna see more of the lead singer. You're gonna stare at the lead singer more because they are singing more than the girls in the group. But she just did not have that look. So I think she struggled with that, which you guys can see she's made some transformations over the years. She looks a little lighter. She chose to get, I think she said she did gastric bypass to get her weight down to where she could look, you know, kind of like the other girls. And it kind of helped with her self-esteem, but unfortunate for her, she has become the bitch of the group and nobody really feeling her. And now she's no longer in the group. Okay. So before we move on past Xscape, let me get this other post up. Okay. Because I want to keep all these topics together. All right. So let's get into this. When you guys remember, I covered the Nene Leakes interview with LaTocha Scott. You guys remember when she mentions that she owns, that she's the sole owner of the name Xscape in the group. Well, I did a little digging and found out that that's not necessarily true. And a lot of people kept saying, well, if that's the case, after she did this interview, why is it that she did not sue the group to keep them from touring and using the name if she's the sole owner? Why are they still able to use the group name Xscape? And she's not taking any type of legal action. She did mention that she contacted her lawyer whenever they told her she was going, that they were going on tour, and they didn't tell her. She says until the day of, which I don't believe that. But anywho, and anyway, I feel like she didn't take proper legal action against the group because she is not the sole owner of the name Xscape. So she's had to take a step back and allow the girls to do what they do. I know for at one point she tried to fight them and that just went south. It didn't go anywhere. when she tried to fight them legally about getting back in the group and being a part of the group. Of course, they got their own lawyers and they fought back and they won. So, of course, she's not touring with them. She has really nothing to do with the group. She's not really getting any money right now because she's not doing anything with them. And they don't want her to come around because she's difficult to deal with. But what I found out is originally she was supposed to have her name on the group with her sister Tamika. So her sister Tamika is the sole owner. Her name is the only name on the group Xscape. So she owns the name of the group. It says that she applied. They both applied to have the name patented in their name. Tamika put up the money. LaTocha did not put up her share, which then gave Tamika the sole ownership of the name Xscape. Okay, so LaTocha never gave up her half of the money to become part owner of the name Xscape. So the name was put into Tamika, which is her sister, into her name, which she owns the name Xscape. Okay, which is why LaTocha's name was removed from the patent. So now you guys know how that works. Okay, they tried to have the name Xscape patented, both of the girls in the group, because they're saying initially they came up with that idea for the group. And the other girls, they kind of added on, like Tiny and Candy. They added them in the group because originally it was the two sisters. But LaTocha, okay, never gave up her portion, which was agreed. They would go half on it. So she never gave her money. So Tamika, the sister, who you guys see here in the middle, she actually paid for the entire fee for the name to be patented, which now she is the sole owner of the group, which is why she's still touring with them. She's getting money with them. So to me, LaTocha cannot sue them because the name is owned by Xscape. Okay, and that's just true facts. So what y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? See, she said in this interview in live. Let's go ahead and play it though.
The part that I would say would bother me the most is my sister.
Oh man.
Like that would be the most. I mean, all of them are my sister, but my blood sister.
Yes.
That is the part to me. Like, have my back.
I remember when we were about to do Understanding, the song was getting ready to come out, and she had gotten pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll never forget. They were like, "Okay, we're gonna kick her out."
Mm-hmm.
That bothered me.
Yes.
I said, Martha, and even though I knew I was like, Tamika, we need to use, everybody was like, we use birth control. This is our first time. The world doesn't even know Xscape yet.
Yeah.
So you're going to forfeit all of this, and I felt away, but I couldn't give up on my sister. You know what I told them? She goes, I go.
Yeah.
That could have been my whole career. I wouldn't have been sitting here. You wouldn't have been asking me about Xscape.
Right.
Because that's the love and the loyalty that I had.
Is she the owner of Xscape? She owns the I don't know. The name.
No, I own the name.
No, girl, let me turn my chair back around. Wait 1 second.
Now I own the name too.
Now how they gonna be outside using it?
That's why everybody's like, what are you doing? Why?
How can they? I mean, but wait a minute now. This is a trademark name.
Yes, ma'am.
And you
can go look it up yourself. Yes.
How they get to do that?
They're not supposed to.
So if you really wanted to,
if I really wanted to,
you could really sue them. Or
if I really wanted to,
because I've always thought that Tiny owned the name for
she
some
does
reason.
not. No.
But if you really wanted to go a step further, you could.
I mean, I put my sister's name on it, so both of us at this point own it.
What you think it would take for you to reunite with Xscape?
Well, they will have to be willing to want me. Yeah,
want you. Mm-hmm. I get
simple as that. They would have to say, "Oh, we'll talk to her now."
You know, the part that I would say would bother me the most.
She is such a liar, y'all. Y'all see how she just sit up there with a straight face and just lie, and damn lie. She does not own the name, you guys. I promise you, the name is solely owned by her sister. The two of them agreed that they would go have to patent the name Xscape so that it could stay as their ownership, since they initially came up with the group Xscape in the first damn place. They came up with the name. So in terms of them going in business together and patenting the name together, the agreement was they would go on half in terms of what the fee would be to make the ownership between the two of them. But LaTocha never came up with her part of the money. So Tamika moved forward by herself and became the sole owner of the name Xscape, which is why I said LaTocha has no grounds to, one, even be in the group, two, even sue for any type of patent, because she don't own it. That's why she's never sued them. That's why she can't. And when she tried to go for them before, the judge ruled in Candy, Tasha, and Tiny's favor. And that's why she was mad. She left the group to go be to do a gospel album, thinking she could come back. And the group was tired of her doing that, leaving and coming back when she felt like she was, had another opportunity and was going to leave them at the highest point of their career. They're ready to go tour and she ready to go do a solo project. So they were like, we're tired of this because it doesn't look good for the fans with just 3 of us on stage and everybody knew it's supposed to be 4. She was feeling herself. And she felt like she didn't need them. But when her career didn't go in the way that she thought it would and be successful as she thought it would be, then she wanted to try to run back. And this time they were like, no. So then she tried to go and use legal or go legal on them. And it didn't work. And the reason it didn't work is because she does not own the patent of Xscape. Her sister is the sole owner, and her sister don't really fool with her like that because y'all know she owes her over $30-something thousand that she stole. And Candy and Tiny also pulled back from LaTocha because she and her husband were getting kickbacks from the group, and they weren't supposed to do that. And Tasha also lied about that. If you guys watched the show, that was also on there as well when they called a meeting with LaTocha and to let her know that her husband was getting kickbacks and that she was getting money from it as well. She played crazy like she didn't know what they were talking about. And they chose to cut all ties with her because they didn't trust her. So she's been doing a lot of snakish stuff, and the girls don't want to fool with her ass. So that is it, and that is all on LaTocha Scott with her lying ass, okay? And Nene, I'm sorry, Nene, this interview was one-sided because if you're going to be a journalist, let me say this, if you're going to interview people and be a journalist or pretend journalist, at least do your homework on the group, and questions that you ask should not just favor LaTocha because you like her best out of the group. This is a group situation. You want the interview to be fair across the board, not just choosing who you like and making the other girls look bad because you don't want LaTocha to look crazy, or you don't want her to just get up and leave your interview and you look stupid on your show. I don't feel like Nene did her homework on this interview, and I don't feel like she asked all the right questions. I feel like she was very much so on LaTocha Scott's side in this interview. That's how I feel. It was one-sided. It was definitely one-sided, and I'm not the only person that feel that way. I went and looked at a lot of comments as far as this interview is concerned, and they did not feel Nene did her best work. When it came to interviewing LaTocha, they didn't hold her accountable because she had a chance to sit there and lie. And Nene didn't do her homework enough to go back and say, whoa, now, now this is what was told to me, or this is what I, investigated and found out. Can you answer this? She just kind of let her get away with a lot. And I didn't like that. But let's move on. It was definitely one-sided. Okay? But let's move on, because if I interview her ass, I'm going to ask you everything, okay? From the marriage to the group name, why you ain't pay that money back, why you was acting that way on the show, why you let your mama come in and separate you from your sister. You're going to get all the questions from me, okay? Whether I like you or not. We got to be fair, because the viewers, it's for the viewers. When you interviewing someone, it's for the viewers. You want them to watch and be like, oh, yeah, I never knew that. That's something I never knew. And now I understand why says situation is the way it is. But I couldn't do that in that interview. But go off. Maybe Nene is still learning, child. This is her new show. We'll find out later. All right, let's move on, honey. Kenya Moore is still crashing out about this Brit Eady situation. Y'all know she started her new YouTube channel. And I think Kenya is crashing out bad, okay? So this is Kenya Moore says that Brit Eady says that's why I keep a pistol for a biatch like you. During her rant at a restaurant, she says, but Bravo didn't include it. Says that it appears to be standing on her actions at the opening of the salon. So Kenya is saying that there were some things that Brit Eady said out of line towards her, but the cameras didn't catch it. Well, if they didn't catch it, Kenya, then they didn't catch it. They caught what you did. They didn't catch her shit. So she was able to get away with it. Prove it. And even if they did, obviously Bravo chose not to come for Brit Eady, but they came for your ass. So, girl, you're going out bad, Kenya, okay? Let the shit go. Bottom line is you were fired. They chose not to fire Brit Eady. It is what it is. And I know a lot of people said that Brit Eady should be fired as well. Well, they said she did not violate the code of conduct, but Kenya did. So let's get into this, because Kenya Honey decided to get a whole YouTube channel and still carrying this bullshit about why she was let go. No accountability whatsoever. She is still pointing the finger at someone else, and she has yet to say I was wrong for what I did. Let's get into it.
Was yelling and screaming, and it was then that I heard her say the following words. That's why I keep a for like you. You didn't hear it. I heard it. It didn't make the edit. We're 3 weeks into filming, and this girl we don't know is threatening to unalive me. live interview where Andy asked her, did she have a and she said, oh no, I didn't have a well, I have proof otherwise. Investigate that night, everyone went home. But weeks later, you want to say, oh, we had an investigation and found that you weren't in violation of the policy. Hey, did you have a no, okay, investigation closed. Any place that it will put people in danger and say you have a gun and not be committing a crime. That's not a crime. That's not against policy. He was yelling and screaming and it was that's not against policy. I'm just asking the question. That happened on Beverly Hills. You think she would be in jail or punished or out of a job? You think if she had said that to Kyle or Teresa Giudice or any other housewife on any other show, do you think she would still have a job? I'm just asking the question. And you may end up having to delete this, but I'm going to say it. You tell me if it's too harsh, but where I'm from, that's why the decision was made. Leave me alone. A person likely will leave you alone. And they certainly wouldn't be going around playing victim. They would just go on about their business and find another target. That's that. You want the truth? That's the truth. That's not a.
Did you have a gun that night?
Oh my God. I never had a gun.
You never had a gun?
I never had a gun in my possession at all.
Okay. So your comments at the dinner, that resulted in an investigation. Obviously, weapons are not allowed on set. It was determined that you didn't violate that policy. So now watching it back, why did you say it and what do you think about it now?
You know what? I still beat myself up. Just the fact that I allowed her to trigger me. So it's just, there's no excuse for what I did, for what I said. And it was the heat of the moment. I'm in a rough neighborhood. I'm always used to having my husband by my side. And I felt attacked. And I was triggered by Kenya. And I was talking with Kelly on the side, like, you know how girls hype each other up or whatever. Yeah. And it was a side combo. I was talking with Kelly and I mentioned a pistol, which I never should have. And I was wrong.
Did you have a gun?
All right. I'm going to just give y'all my take on this. Like I said, there's a difference between where you act out and when you act out, okay? Certain platforms you can say things and certain platforms you cannot, okay? You can go a little bit too far. You can go a little bit further on certain platforms. Like on Facebook, you can say some things, and whereas you say that same thing on YouTube and you might get taken down. So you have to really be smart in terms of how you move and how you maneuver in terms of what you say and do and how you conduct yourself, all right? In this situation right here, Kenya, you're saying that you heard something. Bottom line, if you said that the cameras didn't pick it up, baby, it's null and void. You can't now bring it up and try to make it a thing because Bravo is not getting ready to scramble through their cameras to see if they care enough to convict this girl after they chose to fire you. It was down to either her or you. You were seen on camera pulling out big billboards of pictures of this girl in compromising positions, which is seen as revenge P, which was highly inappropriate, which is something that Bravo chose to come for you for because it was out of line. All of your castmates were uncomfortable. People were leaving your event. You went too far. You went too far, and you still yet, as a narc, Kenya is a narc. I'm sorry. She takes no accountability, and that's the problem I have with Kenya. She's a shit starter, and then when you call her on her shit, she then plays victim. You sit up here talking about other people play victim. No, ma'am, it's you. You play victim, Kenya, and you take no accountability. And then when somebody get on your ass, then you want to sit up and fake cry, and it's woe is me. Why are you even doing a YouTube video about this bullshit in the first place? Apologize, move your ass on, focus on your spa, focus on your other business ideas, raise your daughter, get some fucking help, and leave us alone. And you don't even have to necessarily do it in that fucking order. Like, it's really starting to become to the point where everybody's like, girl, please take us out the group chat. We don't fucking care about a YouTube channel. We don't want to hear what you have to say anymore. Go back and look at the video of you taking out picture after picture to make this girl feel a certain type of way to embarrass the fuck out of her when you don't like that type of stuff. Like, seriously, stop the mess, Kenya. We are over it. I'm telling you, this been going on for weeks and weeks now. Like, seriously, what else is going on? Seriously, everybody that's watching this from the outside looking in, we're tired. We did not need to see a YouTube channel of you sitting up in a chair, not being accountable, still pointing the finger at Brit like, hey, you gonna fire me, fire her. It's giving fire. You fired me, fire her too. They're not going to fire her. If they were going to do it, they would have done it by now. So you saying that Bravo didn't pull up the video footage of you guys at the restaurant when she said something and they didn't catch it. Okay, well, you caught it and keep catching it because they did not. Okay, and that's all I got to say. Shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You got caught. She didn't. It's like the popo, y'all running, you commit a crime and Brit with you and you take off running and the police catch you and you say, oh, that's Brit over there in the bushes. You ain't get her too. That's what it's giving, girl. Leave her ass in the bushes and take accountability. Your ass was caught. She gives that. Oh, Brit, you didn't get me. You got me, but you didn't get her. She was with me. She was with me when it happened. Go get her. She's right there. She did the same thing. Girl, shut up. Take your L and sit your ass down, can you? Please take your L and sit your ass down. All right. Now, she still wasn't done, child. While we on Kenya. Oh, I can't stand people like that. Take your L and move the fuck on. I'm sick of her. My God. All right. So, as you guys can see coming up on my screen, Kenya says, I'm so sorry that I couldn't get the full video up on YouTube today. Oh, there was more? I feel like what you said was quite enough. So she's saying she didn't get the full video for whatever reason up on YouTube when she decided to come back and tell us something we didn't really give a damn about. So she's saying, praying that my team will have it up tomorrow. We're good, girl. I promise you. She says, I love you guys and thank you for being patient. We're not being patient. We're not looking for the rest of this. And I came in, as you guys can see, as I always do, and I read her ass down. I said, and you guys can see here, Caramel Rail, because I told y'all, I reside in the comments. When I see bullshit, Caramel probably will be somewhere nearby. All right. So I said, girl, twirl on down to Kinko's, then twirl on over to Ayanla, girl, and let her fix your damn life. We are over these shenanigans, okay? That's what Caramel had to say, because we are. And I feel I speak for everyone listening and watching this shit. We are done, Kenya, okay? And so are you, because your ass was fired, okay? Accept it and move on, all right? See, this is what you should be focused on while we're talking about Kenya Moore. Child, she balls my... Oh, she balls me. All right. Shout out to the girls are fighting and shout out to the neighborhood talk. All right. Now, Kenya Moore files to trademark her daughter Brooklyn to launch clothes, toys, and children's books. See, this is what we want to see, girl. This is what we want to see. Okay. So she's filing to trademark her daughter Brooklyn. So maybe she can, get her some college fund or something like that, because her daddy ain't got no money. His ass is broke too. And Kenya about broke. That's why she's on this rant. So it says that Kenya filed a trademark for Brooklyn bound on August the 12th of 2024. Said that the trademark covers printed children's books, printed children's activity books, printed educational publications, namely educational learning cards, flashcards, activity cards, workbooks, textbooks, activity books, storybooks, puzzle books, printed puzzles, teacher guides, manuals, posters, and educational booklets in the field of early childhood education. Series of printed children's books. It says that the trademarks also covers footwear and clothing, including shirts, sweaters, pants, shorts, and skirts for children. Okay, so shout out to her for that. This is what we like to see. I love to see this. You want some black girl magic stuff? I'm here for it. All right, so great. Her daughter is beautiful. I really hope that you're not making your daughter as toxic as you. Okay, you were damaged by your mother, and I hope that you're not passing that generational curse down to your daughter. She's beautiful, and unless you heal, how can you be a great mother to your daughter if you cannot heal from the things that you are still carrying? I really hope you get some therapy, Kenya, and a great look on trying to patent some things for your daughter for her to have some money in the future. Okay, that's all I got for you, child. Moving on. We're still on The Girls Are Fighting. Let's get into the next topic. All right, so apparently on that same show, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Sherelle's World, she and oh boy, they're up over on The Girls Are Fighting. She did a video, and shout out to the Knot. I do like him. He is funny as hell. If you guys have never watched any of his videos, it's a must. He is crazy as hell and funny as hell as well. But he is on a panel with Sherelle and Sherelle's husband over there, child. And they are talking about some tea that they have on Angela Oakley. Y'all know Angela Oakley is married to Charles Oakley, and they are on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's get into what is this tea of what they're saying, child. Shout out to The Girls Are Fighting. Let's go.
Has a fraudulent past. Tell me what you found out, Donat.
Yeah, so what I basically found out is that she's concealing everything about her even all the way to the point of old pictures of her nose job. She's using services to protect her name, her reputation. I also found out that she's using the same publicist that Fannie Willis is using. So they see their names, they see who's talking about what, they see the interest, the ratings, and all this other stuff. So this could actually be a scandal of her coming forward to atone for things that she did in the past to rise her peach, But what I found out was that she was working at Wachovia Bank, which was at the time just down in Florida, Georgia area. And she also had history working at SunTrust, which was a Black-owned bank. And what she did was she went into Wachovia, which is now incorporated into Wells Fargo, and filed for a fraudulent loan for her family member, multiple of them. She only got called out for one, but she was like the plug in the neighborhood to file these fraudulently loans and get people money. They would never pay on them. Also, what I found out that a lot of people just don't know, there's a lot of bank scams where these people solicit you to open these big, massive accounts and give you and deposit these fake checks, and you have money in it, and then they cash out on it and close the account. She was also doing things like that in order to survive. So there's a lot of scammers in Atlanta, Georgia.
Wow.
Angela has a fraudulent past.
Y'all hear that? Damn, Angie. Damn, Angela Oakley. And her husband got money. So I don't know what the hell she doing out here frauding and scamming like that. So let's hear it one more time. Shout out again to Donat. Y'all get on over there on YouTube, child, and check him out. It's Donat. Okay, he is a male YouTube content creator. He's really good at what he does. He's funny as hell, and he's very informational. Okay, he be having a lot of tea on a lot of stuff in Hollywood. So if you guys like, a lot of tea and messy tea, child, he's very messy, but he's funny as hell, and I like him. So yeah, y'all check him out. But he is on Sherelle's World, and he is airing out Angela Oakley, who is married to Charles Oakley, on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's play it one more again for the people in the back.
Tell me what you found out, Donat.
Yeah, so what I basically found out is that she's concealing everything about her, even all the way to the point of old pictures of her nose job. She's using services to protect her name, her reputation. I also found out that she's using the same publicist that Fannie Willis is using. So they see their names, they see who's talking about what, they see the interest, the ratings, and all this other stuff. So this could actually be a scandal of her coming forward to atone for things that she did in the past to rise her peach, But what I found out was that she was working at Wachovia Bank, which was at the time just down in Florida, Georgia area. And she also had history working at SunTrust, which was a Black-owned bank. And what she did was she went into Wachovia, which is now incorporated into Wells Fargo, and filed for a fraudulent loan for her family member, multiple of them. She only got called out for one, but she was like the plug in the neighborhood to file these fraudulently loans and get people money. They would never pay on them. Also, what I found out that a lot of people just don't know, there's a lot of bank scams where these people solicit you to open these big, massive accounts and give you and deposit these fake checks, and you have money in it, and then they cash out on it and close the account. She was also doing things like that in order to survive. So there's a lot of scammers in Atlanta, Georgia.
Angela.
I heard that, child, and they got a whole legal document up too right here on this shit. Let me see, can I zoom in on this, baby? Let's get a screenshot. Now I'm nosy, y'all. Let me see, can I get this shit right quick? Hold on. Let me be nosy right quick, child, because I know I'm nosy. I love documents, baby. I love documents. Let's see. Where is that? The girls are fighting. Let me get it up. We about to look at this, y'all. We about to look at this. Hold on. Yes, we are. All right, boom. There you go. Let me see. Can I get it? Ooh, child. Y'all give me 1 second, honey. We about to get this. Let's see. Let me send it to my email and try to upload it. Let's see. Can we read it? Because it's so damn small. All right. Let's see. Now I'm nosy. I want to see what's up in these documents, baby. All right, let me stop sharing. Let me upload it. Y'all give me one moment. Because child. The people are out here doing a good scamming. All right. So I'm going to put it up on the screen so you guys can see. Okay. Ooh, child. I know it's a little blurry. I'm going to try to read it as best as I can. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see. I'm going to read from my phone so I can blow it up. Let's see. All right. So Department of Enforcement. So it says the financial industry. Hold up. Shit. Let's turn it that way. All right, so financial industry. Why I keep doing that? Financial industry regulatory authority office of hearing officers. Okay, that's where they're getting it from. So Department of Enforcement complainant versus Angela Dion Reed. So that was her name before it became Oakley. So it said the disciplinary proceedings, and then it gives the number, hearing officer, MAD, hearing panel decision. And that was back on March 16th of 2010 is when this was pulled. It says that the respondent violated procedural rule number 8210 and conduct rule of 2110 by failing to provide information to FINRA is construction, or what is that? I can barely see it. With this investigates of her termination from her member firm. So she got fired, it looks like. For this violation, the respondent is barred from, what is that? Can't hardly see that. From usage with any member in any capacity. Now it said appearances for complainant Karen Whitaker, senior counsel of Dallas, Texas. It says that William Bryce, or whatever his last name is, which is senior, because it's kind of blurry, something in Atlanta, Georgia, Department of Enforcement. For respondent Angela Denise Reed, pro se. It says that the decision is on July 7th, 2009, the Department of Enforcement for the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority filed a complaint with the Office of Hearing Officers alleging that respondent Angela Denise Reed violated procedural rule, a conduct rule of 2110 by failing to respond to the FINRA's written information made. Hold on. Let me turn the other way. Did he cut it off? Oh, so yeah, that's where they cut it off. They didn't put the entire document. So that's pretty much what it was. She did some type of violation and her ass was terminated as a result of that. So that's the legal document that they put up here, as you guys can see. Okay, it's kind of blurry, but you know, when you screenshotting it from a source, it's kind of gonna be blurry if it's not big enough to. So yeah, y'all see what it is. So she's on the fraud, child. These people on this damn show. Y'all know the other new girl that's on there. What we just read yesterday that she Kelly. Y'all know Kelly, the new girl on the show, the one who look like she's got all the Botox in her face. She owes all this money to her for her restaurant where she is like several months behind. Looks like she's gonna get evicted and or sued for not paying it. It's kind of like a chicken and waffles type place in Atlanta where she has not paid her landlord and they've taken out some type of injunction against her. She's saying she's waiting for her husband, who she just divorced, to give her money through the divorce. But the restaurant owner is like, yeah, we don't give a fuck about that. You owe us. You know, don't make your problem our problem. We need our money, and you work that out on the back end with your husband and get whatever you need from him. So it's child. The girls are going through it on this damn show. But shout out to King for moving forward to start a business with a daughter, I guess. Let's move on to some other news. All right. Let's move on, child. All right, so controversial. Let me get pulled up. Kevin Gates. All right, let's get into him. Kevin Gates is having an issue. I'm not sure why he's coming after LeBron James' wife, Savannah, but he's talking a lot of junk about Savannah, and I would hope that LeBron come back and check his ass and set him straight. But Kevin Gates criticizes Savannah James for not looking at LeBron the way white women do. So y'all know it's been rumors for a very long time that LeBron liked them Becky's, and that he was over in Canada, from what I read, over there hanging out with Drake and them, child, with the Becky's all up on him while Savannah was home making the house a home. So they said that Kevin Gates is saying that when I met you, you looked like Lamar Odom. So it's saying that she looked a certain type of way, or she didn't look as beautiful as she did now before LeBron put that money up on her, okay, before she had all that access. But from what I've read, she was with LeBron since they were in school. They're high school sweethearts. So she's been there. She's his day one, from what I know. But not sure what Kevin Gates is talking about, but he is talking junk about LeBron's wife. But let's get into it, and I hope LeBron check his ass, because he is very disrespectful. As you guys can see here, said that, whoa, Kevin, that's too much for Savannah. Said that we do not condone bullying. Shout out to the neighborhood talk. Let's go.
This how the conversation came up. We were just looking at like couples and people in the league. And then we was talking about how LeBron do the little handshake with Savannah.
Right.
And then I was like, maybe I noticed shit that people don't notice. But I'm like, they was like talking about, what if you had LeBron money? I'm like, man, he one of the greatest players to ever play the game.
Right.
But I wouldn't want to trade places with him. And they was like, why not? Why you wouldn't want to play? I say, because I don't like the way Savannah look at LeBron. I like the way them white women look at LeBron. Like when soon as he walk out there, they just be like, oh, they be dicked out. But it's like I noticed when he go do the handshake with the main player on his team, which is that, it's like, you act like I'm bothering you, bitch. Like, I'm the greatest player in the world, one of them. Like top 5, top 10, I'm one of them. And I'm in the playoffs. And you act like the warden of the jail. Like you came here to police me. Like you ain't, like, you not dicked out like these white women just dicked out about me in here. Like, so, like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, bro. Because when I've been around that dude just, his spirit so loving and giving, it hurt me. It hurt me to see that. Like, you done eject away from my partner, man. Don't do that, man. You dive on the floor behind that nigga, man. Dive on the floor behind him. But, you know, like, I know a lot of people gonna hate what I just said, but I'm gonna be honest, like, if everybody like me, then I'm pussy, so we can do whatever you want to do about it. I'm gonna die about everything I say. So I love LeBron, and I hate that for him, bro. I hate that he got to go through that. As a man, I hate that he got to go through that, bro. In the playoffs, in the fucking playoffs, your main player act like it just, you have a look on your face like, I could be doing more. Like, what more? Like, I loved you for you. Like, when I met you, you look like Lamar Odom.
Oh, hell no.
Like, babe, don't laugh at that. I'm trying to be funny, babe. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with you about that, you heard me? You can laugh if you want to. You gotta walk out the room.
So arrogant.
Yeah, you ain't interrupting my food. You already interrupted it. This how the conversation came up. We were just looking at like couples and people in the league. And then we was talking about how LeBron do the little handshake with Savannah.
Right.
And then I was like, maybe I noticed shit that people don't notice. But I'm like, they was like talking about, what if you had LeBron money?
All right, so y'all
I'm
heard
like,
that?
man, he one of the great.
That's very disrespectful. I'm not sure what what issue he has with LeBron. Whatever happens between LeBron and Savannah, that's his wife. She's been his wife since day one, since high school. So if he love it, if she like it, then hell, I guess he love it, because they still together, they still going strong. Where your woman at? Why your ass sitting there? All I hear in the background is a man. I don't hear no woman up over there, but what I do hear is a man in the background with you. So maybe you want to maybe you want to check up on some shit with you and figure out why you ain't got no woman up over there, no strong woman with a backbone to hold you down like Savannah been doing with LeBron. Okay, maybe she know about the Beckys, maybe she's okay with it, and maybe she ain't. But at the end of the day, that's their business. I'm a fan of LeBron. I'm a fan of healthy marriages. It is what it is, and I'm for them. I'm for their marriage, and let them figure it out. Most athletes will be tempted. Temptation is definitely going to be a thing whenever they're an athlete with a lot of money. Women are going to look at them, especially the Beckys, because they want that money. They want access to the money and the benefits. But bottom line is, can't no Becky come up and through there and take it, because look how long they've been together, still together. The Beckys, that's all they can do is look at him a certain way. But she go home and lay beside him every night. So that's all that matters. She got the black card. She can go in the bank and write a check. Them other hoes cannot. So at the end of the day, when you come for her looks, it don't matter. She got the money to change her looks. And at the end of the day, you done spend all yours in your mouth. And when your ass go broke and you ain't got shit else going on, she gonna be still going to the bank. So boom, moving on, and that's it. I can't stand people always going there. All right. I had to read his ass down a little bit. Oh, ignorant ass. Ignorant ass. I don't hear nothing but a man co-signing you in the background. I don't hear no woman co-signing your bullshit, because you ain't got one. Stupid ass. All right, let's move on. Ciao. Shout out to Neighborhood Talk, and shout out to Neighborhood Talk. Shout out to D.L. Hughley on this one. Because, baby, I was scrolling. I saw this. I said, I know you lying. I know you lying, Gail. You done did all that lying and crying and carrying on up there on the news, only for us to find out y'all ass really didn't go nowhere, and this was a whole production of y'all asses going out of space. Let me up and find out. Y'all look at this bullshit. Oprah sitting up there fake crying all into the camera and everything. Y'all done had a whole congregation of people standing out there waiting on y'all ass to get back from y'all lunch lift off, as we can call it. Okay, y'all launch lift off. Y'all launch lunch lift off, as we can call it. Okay, for y'all to take y'all asses out of space, fake space, because I ain't never seen nobody go out of space and come back that fast. But go off because look at this shit, y'all. This gonna blow y'all mind.
Once again, watch them open the pressurized capsule from the inside, not knowing that it's not cue time yet. And then you have the stage part where the media shows you all over the news that they're waiting for the guy to open the hatch.
Good? Okay, here we go.
Here goes Jeff Bezos to open the hatch.
Oh. You didn't really close it again. Hold on, guys.
And once again, you've been fooled, people. Once again, watch them open the pressurized capsule from the inside, not knowing that it's not cue time yet. And then you have the stage part where the media shows you all over the news that they're waiting for the guy to open the hatch.
Good? Okay, here we go.
Here goes Jeff Bezos to open the hatch.
Oh. You didn't really close it again. Hold on, guys.
And once again, you've been fooled, people. Once again, watch.
What y'all think about it? Now they're saying that the space capsule thing can only be opened from the outside. So how was it that they were able to, from a special latch on the inside, open it up and come out, and then they told them through the little window thing to close it back because they supposed to open it because the cameras are rolling? It just gives weird. I don't know. I know a lot of people saying they did not initially believe that Gail and those few women went up out of space. They felt like it was all fake and for the cameras. And now I'm kind of feeling like that after seeing this shit here. I don't know. Y'all can put in the chat what y'all think. Do y'all think they really went out of space? Because I feel like they went up there and came back too fast. I mean, like, space is like far to leave Earth. You got to go kind of far. And it's giving you guys, took like a little 15-minute lunch break and went out of space and came the fuck back. And I'm trying to figure out how y'all did that. I've never been out of space, don't desire to, but it's giving a lot of fake things. I don't know. So y'all look at this door situation again. That's only supposed to be open from the outside with a special instrument from the guy that's going to walk up there and open it. And they opened it up and he told them to close it back up because he's supposed to do it. It just gives weird and it gives a little fake. Let's go.
Watch them open the pressurized capsule from the inside, not knowing that it's not cue time yet. And then you have the stage part where the media shows you all over the news that they're waiting for the guy to open the hatch.
Good? Okay, here we go.
Here goes Jeff Bezos to open the hatch.
They already opened it. Big little shimmy in it.
You didn't really close it again. Hold on, guys.
And once again, you've been fooled, people. Once again, watch them open the pressurized capsule from the inside.
There's the door open.
Not knowing that it's not cue time yet. And then you have the stage part where the media shows you all over the news that They're waiting for the guy to open the hatch.
You good? Okay, here we go.
Here goes Jeff Bezos to open the hatch.
Didn't take much effort. Oh. Fake. All right, so they said, okay, people, take 2 and action. It's getting a little fake. I don't know. Hollywood can make anything look real, and according to what a lot of people are saying, they don't feel like Gail and them went out of space. So now, with me seeing this, it's kind of making me feel like y'all really didn't do it. Until y'all show me something else, I'm feeling like y'all didn't go. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm feeling like y'all didn't go. Y'all got off the damn aircraft like y'all ass had already gone to Saturn, Mars, and did a whole tour out of space, and y'all ass ain't went nowhere. But anywho and anyway, let's move on with the show today, child. All right, so Boosie is mad because he's saying, y'all know Boosie was in an accident, child, like a week or so ago. I reported it here on my channel. This is like the second accident Boosie's been in. But he's saying that he went to the hospital, child, in Atlanta, and he's mad. He said that he's mad and he's struggling after the car crash. He says that he is real effed up out here. And the people didn't want to help him and try to tell him wasn't nothing wrong with his ass when he went to the hospital because he was feeling a little way after the accident. So they ain't want to do nothing. So let's get into what he had to say because he going off. All right. Shout out to Boosie and shout out to Baller Alert. Let's go.
Atlanta hospitals ain't shit. Atlanta need to fucking. Well, let me be quiet before I say so. Let me be quiet. Let me be quiet. I just been fucked up, bro. I had a bad car wreck last weekend. Every day I've been going to the hospital getting x-rays and they just fucking over me, bro. They keep telling me ain't nothing wrong and I keep telling them I barely can breathe. I barely can sleep. I mean, I don't know what to do, bro. Keep telling them I'm fucked up, you know. Man, I'm just lost for, I don't know what to do, bro. Like I barely can breathe, bro. Like I went to the hospital in Florida. When I got here, I went before I left. Man, I'm just Atlanta hospitals.
He went to every hospital, in every state. Damn.
Stupid ass hospitals out here, bro. Barely can fucking breathe, bro. Man, I done went to the fucking doctor. I done went to the fucking hospital, got x-rays. They say they don't see nothing. Every time I go to the hospital, they don't fuck. They say they don't see nothing every time I go to the hospital. I mean, that motherfucker, tears in my eyes, crying, bro. I'm like, I'm hurting. They like, we don't see nothing. Like,
Poor Boosie. Poor Boosie.
I'm finna go to Baton Rouge and go to the hospital. I'm finna get on the flight, go home.
So now he going to like every state. He went to the hospital in Florida. Now he said, I think the hospital he said he went to in Atlanta was Grady. Grady is a pretty good hospital, but he said with the Grady, they ain't see nothing. They ain't do nothing. Now he's saying he about to get on a flight and go to Baton Rouge, Louisiana and go to the hospital there and seeing if they can help him because obviously he said he's in pain. He can't hardly sleep. He can't breathe real good. And he said he was sitting in the hospital with tears in his eyes, letting him know I'm hurting. I've been in an accident. It's something wrong. And they're not taking him serious. That he's had several x-rays. He said they don't see anything. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Boosie, baby, you might, I don't know. Maybe you need to go see a specialist or something. I don't know. But baby, he said he's real effed up. That's what he's saying. So prayers to Boosie. I hope he figure it out. He said Atlanta hospitals ain't ish because he done went there like and tried to get checked out and they won't help him, child. So I don't know. I hope he don't have something internal that they're overlooking if he can't breathe. I mean, I hope there ain't no puncture or something in there that they keep overlooking. So maybe go to a specialist or keep getting a second opinion, child. Get a third opinion, fourth opinion. If you're feeling that way, it's obviously something wrong if you're having some breathing issues. Okay. I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but that is it, and that is also prayers for Boosie, honey. Prayers are for Boosie that he figure out what's wrong with him, so he don't have to be out here, honey, not being able to damn breathe. All right, let's move on. We're almost to the end of the show, guys. Y'all bear with me. All right, so as you guys know, Melody had her TikTok live. It was very, very much so a success. Okay. Now her daughter Mariah called. Shout out to Captain Venus. All right, because I'm gonna use this little clip. But so her daughter Mariah called during the live to let her know, Mom, we got to get these likes up. Okay, we got to get these because you did real good on your last live. So Mariah, honey, she's taking on Melody's business acumen in terms of helping Melody stay on top of what's going on with these likes and how her lives need to be following and how these, you know, how her TikTok lives need to be successful. So let's get into it where Melody is talking to Mariah. All right.
Mariah. Yes, baby. What do you want, girl? They need to tap the screen and we only have 5 million likes. We need more. Hold on, Miss Dad, hold on. What'd you say, Mariah? They need to tap the screen. We need more likes. We're only at 5.1 million. That's not enough. How many likes you think we should have, little girl? I mean, the least we've ever had was over 15 million. So if we can get over 15 million, then that's good. 15. She said that we get over 15 million likes. That's good. I know you used to mommy getting 15, 16 million likes every live, baby. I understand and I get it. But listen, here's my next question. Have y'all been heat sealing them body oils and them toners? Oh, yeah, we already done it all. Huh? Yeah, we did it all. Y'all already done? Yep. Oh, y'all already done? Oh. Yeah. Oh, they said she is her mother's daughter, Mariah. They said we tapping Mariah. They said they tapping Mariah. They tapping, baby. They tapping. They tapping, baby. They
Mariah said, I don't know what y'all doing, but y'all better get the tapping, baby, because these numbers ain't looking right. Mariah is Melody all over again. Good God. She said, y'all better get the tapping bit, baby, because these numbers ain't looking like they used to look. No. I need to see some tapping. She done called in.
What else you gotta say to us? Anything? Auntie Pinky's. Hey, sugar, what you doing? Nothing. You doing okay? I love you. Love you too. Mariah. Hello? Yes, baby. What do you want, girl?
So y'all see it there. Mariah's letting them know, baby. Y'all got to tap the screen, baby. Now I'm hearing that Melody's TikTok live was a success. She sold out of most of her products and it went really well. So shout out to her for that. So she can make some money to take care of them nuggets over there, child. Because y'all know their daddy ain't got no money. And their daddy ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing out here, even though he keep telling everybody he's a great father. He's a great, wonderful father for his 4 beautiful children. Y'all know this is his favorite line. But shout out to Male Child for having a successful TikTok live. And shout out to Mariah, honey, for telling people to tap that screen so that they can get that get them damn sales going up and them likes up as well. Okay. All right, because Mariah gonna be the next Melody when it comes to this TikTok thing. I just see it. All right, when Melody retire from all this, Mariah gonna pick up the damn baton and take it on up and through there. All right, so shout out to the Nuggets and shout out to Mariah. Okay, was that my last topic, child? Oh, I have one more. So let's get to the next one. This is gonna be our last topic. Then we got to go because baby, I got to get in the streets, honey. The weather is nice today. The weather is nice today. Oh, did I upload it? Hold on. This is the last one, child, about Braxton's. Let's get into that. What Towanda husband calling her out. Okay, I thought I saved it. Hold on. Let me see that I uploaded. Obviously, I didn't. Trying to hurry up. Oh, there you go. Let me. All right. So let's get back and pull it up. This is going to be the last topic. With Towanda Braxton, honey, her husband, well, ex-husband, Andre, because you know she's remarried now. She remarried her new husband. She remarried she got married. She's remarried and she's married to, what's the guy's name? I can't remember his name. Anyway, so she's remarried, but her ex-husband, y'all remember Andre from the show? So he's putting her out there, child. He is exposing Towanda by saying that, hey, I'm the one that was taking care of these damn kids when your ass was on tour with Tony and keeping my kids from me. So he's saying her ex-husband, Andre, y'all remember Andre with his sorry ass. He never had a job. He wanted to be a stay-at-home dad while Towanda was on the road with Tony as her, I want to say it's her assistant or whatever, and he was home with the kids. But now he is said that Towanda Braxton ex-husband Andre Carter reveals that he raised his kids, says that Towanda was always on the road with Tony while he was a full-time stay-at-home dad. Now, Andre revealed that Towanda doesn't want the kids to have anything to do with him anymore after the messy divorce. So y'all know they're divorced and she's remarried now. So Towanda is being messy and not allowing the kids, or maybe deterring them for having a relationship with their father, who he's saying pretty much he raised them while Towanda was pretty much out of their life because she was always on the road with Tony. So Andre reveals that he has not seen his kids in years. Okay. Now, I don't like when two parents decide that they're going to go their separate ways and not have anything to do with each other, especially if the relationship goes south and they decide to move on with someone else. That's great. But what I don't like is for you to make the kids feel a certain type of way about their father or mother in the situation, because that's still their father. That's still their father, regardless if you don't work out with them. Towanda is a lot like Mama Braxton, okay? And I feel like Mama Braxton's raised her daughters to kind of be like her. If I don't like the daddy, then the kids shouldn't either. Y'all know Mama Braxton, if y'all saw the show, she tried to keep Towanda and them not liking the daddy and mad with him when she would argue with the daddy when she told him you lay it low and spread it wide and you was out here messing with this one, and this one. So she wanted the kids, she wanted Towanda and them to be mad at the daddy like she was. But they love their dad. So it's feeling like, yeah, Sean, the new husband name is Sean. Tawanda's husband name is Sean. But it's given that Towanda is kind of acting like Mama Braxton. And I don't like that, because the kids have a right to love their father. The kids have a right to see and spend time with their father. Her kids are older now, like 18 and I think maybe 20. Her oldest, or her daughter, which is her only daughter, which her name is Brooklyn or something like that. Brooklyn Braxton, she is, I think she's like 19 or so, 19, 20. She's older. But so I don't know what Tawanda's been saying to the kids or making them feel like, because Towanda can be very evil. I like Towanda. I like all the Braxtons, but Towanda can be very evil and vindictive, kind of like the mama. Shout out to Mama Braxton. No shade to you, Mama. But I feel like they've kind of been trained to act like their mom in terms of being bitter when their relationships don't work out. And Towanda, she's always not really saw Andre as being a full man because he didn't really want to work. And she was always carrying on everything in terms of the financials and taking care of everything. And I don't think she ever saw him as being this masculine person or husband, because he never worked. He always talking about he was going to write a book, and she was saying, no, you need to get a job so you can help with these damn bills. But again, I feel like Mama Braxton has raised her daughters to kind of be like her in terms of how they deal with their men and their husbands. Okay. And it's just kind of weird. I don't agree with Towanda not bridging the gap to make her kids or have her kids have a relationship with their father, because he is still their father, and it's given that he wants to be in their life. But there's some type of wedge there, and that wedge is their mother, which is Towanda. So I hope they figure it out. Of course, you guys know the show is getting ready to come back. Braxton Family Values is getting ready to come back here in a few weeks. So I will be watching it, and I will talk about all the updates as related to that show. But I hope they figure this out, because this is unfortunate. Andre does love his kids. I did watch a video a little bit back when he was on a video with Tracy Braxton's husband, or widow now. And they were talking about how he doesn't really come around after he and Towanda are divorced, and he really he loves his kids, but Tawanda's kind of making it difficult. So this has been going on for quite some time, because that video was out months ago. So Towanda been on the bullshit for quite some time in terms of keeping her kids away from Andre, and maybe telling them, your dad ain't shit. You know how it is. So she has that same attitude as Evelyn Braxton. I'm pretty sure she's doing the same thing to her kids too. So Towanda, stop the bullshit and bridge that gap and let Andre be there. Well, you don't really have a choice now, because the kids are older and grown, but she probably does have an effect, and they listen to her because she's their mom. So I really hope they figure it out. But let's get out of here, guys. Let's get out of here. Y'all know Mama E is evil, honey. She's evil. She still have not gotten over Michael Braxton cheating on her and moving on and getting remarried. And granted, that situation was effed up and wrong, and I've said it so many times because I've covered the Braxton so many times. I don't agree that Michael Braxton should have been cheating with the woman who was the babysitter, who was friends of Miss Evelyn. I don't agree with that. And then turning around and marrying her after you done told Evelyn that you was just friends with her. And Miss E said that she and Michael Braxton went to counseling, and said the man cried and even had on a ring that the babysitter, who is now the wife, gave to him. So she thought they were going to fix their relationship, but he was in love with the babysitter. Y'all, did y'all know that? That's some tea for y'all ass. So that's why when she look at him, she have so much vitriol in her eyes for him, and she be so mad at his ass like she want to punch the hell out of him, because she really thought that they were going to be able to work their relationship and their marriage out, but he chose to take a step away from her ass and be with the babysitter, and now they're married and been married for almost 30 or so years now. They've been married for quite some time, and she's not been able to get over that shit. And now I feel like she's kind of invoking that same attitude onto her daughters, because can't none of them really stay with no man. I mean, damn, Tracy was the only one to stay with her husband, and even she had issues, but she stayed. Towanda had been married twice. Look at Trina, been married a few times. Tony can't stay married. She was married to Birdman for 2 weeks and then went and tried to get the damn marriage annulled or get a divorce. She can't stay in no marriage either. So all of them have issues. And let's not forget about Tamar. Tamar, every relationship she get in is toxic ASF. Like, seriously, they are all effed up when it comes to relationships. And I blame the mama. Miss E, I'm sorry. You got to catch it straight today, baby. But I blame you, Miss E, because you raised them girls to be that way and to have hatred towards men when the shit don't work out because you doing it. All right. And that is not of the Lord. But let's get on out of here, child, because we got things to do and people to see and things to do and places to go and money to spend and all the things of the things. Y'all, thank y'all so much for joining my video. Let's take this down, honey. It is nice out. You guys get out and enjoy the weather today. Today is the day before Easter. I hope you guys got your Easter outfits on. If you guys are going to Easter service tomorrow, please be safe out there, honey. If you're getting ready to press your ear with that good old hot comb, don't burn your ears out here, child, because y'all know that's how y'all be. Your hair be flat, but them ears be burned up in church on Sunday morning, Lord. Okay, so don't be out here burning your ears up and your hair be looking all nice, because that's how my ass was growing up. Ears burnt up, but hair was flawless. Okay, but thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much. I saw Follow Me Black TV. Thanks for joining the live. Okay, thank you so much, KBR. Belle Wilson, Scorpion, Tyra, Rose Armstead, and Truth TV Podcast. All right, Mocha's Cafe and Lounge if you're in the building. Thank you, girl. What's the tea for being here if you're here? Usually Snatch by Diego is here. Thanks for being here as well. Schoolboy, if you're in the house, thanks for being here. Sunny Days, thank you for being here. Truth TV Podcast, I think I said already. Mods, please let me know if we have any other content creators that I may have missed, because I don't want to run out of here and not acknowledge them. Okay, let me know. I'll give it a few seconds before we get out of here. Purple Unicorn. Yeah, there we go. Purple Unicorn. Thank you so much for being in the house today. All right, ma'am. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. I'm going to try to hit you guys again with another video unless something else pops up in some hot news that I know you guys can use, and we absolutely can't wait. I'll be popping in with that. But in the meantime and in between time, please like the video, share the video, subscribe, tell a friend to come over to the Carmel Rail Show and subscribe and check us out as well. Okay. Love you guys down until the next video, honey. Let's go.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.